Good morning, children. Welcome to Narayana Live Classes. Myself, Sanmesh, and today we are going to discuss Class 7 Physics assignment, which was provided to you on 24th of June. This assignment is based on topic motion and measurement of time. Now, all the questions in this assignment are of numerical types. So, let us start. So, our first question is, if it takes 3 hours to drive a distance of 192 kilometer on a motorway, what would be your average speed in kilometer per hour? Again, I repeat my question. If it takes 3 hours to drive a distance of 192 kilometer on a motorway, what would be your average speed in kilometer per hour? Now, in this question, we have been given time, which is nothing but 3 hours, and we have been given distance, which is 192 kilometer. We need to find average speed. Now, formula for average speed, we all know that is total distance traveled upon total time taken. Now, total distance is 192 kilometer divided by total time, which is nothing but 3 hours. So 192 divided by 3, it is 64 kilometers per hour. So the final answer is the average speed is 64 kilometers per hour. I hope the solution is clear. Let us proceed further to the next question. Okay, question number 2. A cyclist covers a distance of 15 miles in 2 hours. Calculate the speed. Again, in this question, we have been given distance, which is nothing but 15 miles, and time is given, which is 2 hours. And they are asking us speed. Again, it is very simple speed formula, which is nothing but distance upon time. So distance is given 15 miles divided by time, which is 2 hours. 15 divided by 2, we get 7.5 miles per hour. I hope the point is clear. Let us proceed to our next question, question number 3. A car takes 4 hours to cover a distance if it travels at a speed of 40 miles per hour. So there is a car which takes 4 hours to cover a certain distance. We don't know how much it is. If it travels at a speed of 40 miles per hour. Now, what would be its speed to cover the same distance in 1.5 hours? Okay. So for that purpose, we have to first find out how much is the distance. So we have been given time, which is nothing but 4 hours. Speed is given 40 miles per hour. Now speed is equal to distance upon time. So distance will be equal to speed into time. Correct? So speed is given 40 miles per hour into 4 hours, which is nothing but 160 miles. Now we got our distance. Okay. So with what speed we have to travel so that we can cover 160 miles in 1.5 hours? That is the next bit. Okay. So we have to find out with what speed we have to travel to cover a distance of 160 miles with 1.5 hours. So how we will do? We have already time, which is 1.5 hours. We need to find speed. Distance we have already found, which is 160 miles. So speed is equal to, again, distance upon time, which is 160 miles divided by 1.5 hours, which comes out to be around 106.66 miles per hour. If you calculate this, you will get the same answer. I hope the point is clear. Let us proceed further to our question number 4. Okay, this is a bit lengthy question. A train leaves from a station and moves at a certain speed. After 2 hours, another train leaves from a same station and moves in the same direction at a speed of 60 miles per hour. So we have been given speed of the second train, which leaves 2 hours later after our first train. Just a minute. Okay. So we have been given the speed of the second train, which is 60 miles per hour. Okay. Now, if it catches up with the first train in 4 hours, if it catches up with our first train in 4 hours, what is the speed of first train? Okay. Again, a train leaves from a station and moves at a certain speed. After 2 hours, another train leaves from the same station and moves in the same direction at a speed of 60 miles per hour. Now, if the second train catches up with the first train in 4 hours, what is the speed of first train? We have to find the speed of first train. Now, let us assume that the speed of first train be S. Okay, let us assume that the speed of first train be S. Now, for how much time the first train has traveled? See, the second train, it leaves 2 hours later and travels for 4 hours. That means my first train has already traveled for 2 plus 4, that is for 6 hours. So the first train has traveled for 6 hours and the second train has traveled for only 4 hours. Okay, this much is clear. Now, when both the trains meet each other, their distances should be equal. Okay, by logic, when both the trains, if they meet each other, if they catch up with each other, their distances should be equal. So distance covered by the first train in 2 plus 4, which is 6 hours, should be equal to distance covered by the second train. Now distance formula we already know, which is nothing but speed into time. Okay, so distance covered by the first train is nothing but 6, which is 6 hours into speed s. We have assumed that the speed of first train is s, which is equal to distance covered by the second train. Now speed of the second train is 60 miles per hour, which is given, and it travels for 4 hours, so into 4. Okay, so we will solve it for s, which is nothing but s is equal to 60 into 4, and the 6 comes into the denominator on the right hand side. So we can cancel 6 ones and 6 tens like this. So 10 into 4 is nothing but 40 miles per hour. So the speed of first train will be 40 miles per hour. I hope the solution is clear. Let us proceed further to the next question. Okay. Question number 5. A man walks for 20 kilometers in 4 hours. Find his speed in meters per second. Very easy question. Distance is given 20 kilometers. Time is given 4 hours. First, let us find out the speed in kilometers per hour. So speed is equal to distance upon time, which is nothing but 20 kilometers divided by 4 hours. So 20 by 4, which is nothing but 5 kilometers per hour. Now we have to convert 5 kilometers per hour into meter per second. Now we know that 1 kilometer per hour is equal to 5 by 18 meters per second. So to convert from kilometer per hour to meter per second, we have to multiply by 5 by 18. We have to multiply the number by this factor 5 by 18. So the speed is 5 kilometers per hour. So multiplied by 5 by 18, which is nothing but 25 upon 18, which comes out to be 1.4 meters per second. I hope the point is clear. Very easy question. Let us proceed further to our last question. Question number 6. Car covers a distance of 450 meters in 1 minute, whereas a train covers a distance of 69 kilometers in 45 minutes. Find the ratio of speed. So there are two vehicles, car and a train. Both are traveling. The car is traveling for the car has traveled a distance of 450 kilometers in 1 minute, whereas the train has traveled for 69 kilometers in 45 minutes. We have to find the ratio of both their speeds. Now, a very important point to note here is we have to pay attention to the units. Okay, directly we cannot find the speed and take the ratio. First, we have to bring them into a common unit. So let us first find out the speed of car. Now, speed formula, again, distance covered divided by time taken. So distance covered by the car is 450 meters, whereas the time taken is 1 minute. Now 1 minute, I have written it in the form of seconds as 60 seconds. So 450 divided by 60 is nothing but 15 by 2 meters per second. This is my speed of car. Okay, this is my speed of car. Next, speed of train. Speed of train, again, same formula will use, distance covered by time taken. Now distance covered is 69 kilometers and time taken is 45 minutes. So let us convert this kilometer into meter. Why? Because the initial speed, the speed of car, we have taken it into meter per second. So we have to convert the speed of train also into meter per second. So let us convert 69 kilometer into meter. So which is nothing but 69 into 1000 meter, because one kilometer is nothing but 1000 meters, right? This we already know. So that's why 69 into 1000. Now 45 minute into second. So we just have to convert this minute into second, which is nothing but 45 into 60 seconds. So the final answer, the speed of train, if you divide this, if you do the mathematics, you will get is 230 by 9 meters per second. So now my speed of car is 15 by 2 meters per second. Speed of train is 230 by 9 meters per second. Now I need to find the ratio. ratio is nothing but speed of car divided by speed of train. So 15 by 2 divided by 230 by 9. So let us do the mathematics. This 9 will go into the numerator and this 2 will come into and get multiplied in the denominator. So this is nothing but 15 into 9 divided by 230 into 2. So 15 into 9 is 135 and 230 into 2 will be 460. So again, if you solve it further, you will get the ratio 27 by 92. So this is the final ratio. It has no units. It has no units. Why? Because we are dividing two similar physical quantities. So this is the final ratio of speed of car to the speed of train. I hope all the solutions are clear to you all. Thank you all. Thank you so much.